Hello and welcome back to another tutorial. First thing we're going to do is we're going to click on link right here. This is going to take us into a copy of the design. We're going to click on duplicate and tinker, this blue box right here, and this will bring us to the design, this is where we're going to be working from on this work plane here. I'm just going to make sure that I am in perspective view, which is this 3D box. You can see that's orthographic view right there, so you want the 3D box right here. And then I'm just going to slide this up to the top corner up there. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to basically build it piece by piece. So the first thing we're going to want is this isometric thread. So to find that, we're going to click on Basic Shapes. We're going to click on Shape Generator, All, and we're just going to slide right down to the bottom here. We're going to click on 5 on the bottom, and then we're going to click on 6, and here it is right here. So we're going to drag that out, and let's just drag our other piece on top here and put it right next to it so we can compare. Okay, so let's check out some dimensions on here. So if I click on the little white box on the top, the height is 25 millimeters, and on the X and Y axis, this is looking like about 15 by 15. So let's put those dimensions in here. So click on, sorry, I'll just rotate this a bit. Click on the white box on the top, and that was 25. And these two numbers here were 15 by 15. Okay, once we've got that, then what we're going to do is let's compare if there's anything else here we might need to change. So if I click on this little down arrow here, you can see it has some information. So the pitch is the same, segments, actually let's put just segments up here to the top. Rotations are the same, tip scale, we don't need to worry about that too much. Tip segments, let's put this right up to 16, and thread scale 1. Okay, everything else looks pretty good. Let's just put this back here, it doesn't have to be perfect. Next thing we're going to do is we want to create the bottom piece. So you can grab a regular cylinder, but there's obviously one just right here. So let's pull this cylinder in. Let's grab our regular cylinder, pull it out, and make some comparisons. So height is around 8 millimeters, and looks like our other dimensions are, let's say, around 23. So 8 and 23, just to keep things easy. So 8 on the top, and 23 by 23 here. Okay, so now we've got our dimensions looking better. Now what we're going to do is we can actually get these two perfectly aligned with each other by highlighting both pieces with a bounding box just by clicking on my trackpad. And you can click on L, or a line up in the corner. You can see all these crazy sort of little circles up here. All we want to do is click the circle here and click the circle here, and that will place our design directly in the center. Now we also need to bring our thread up a little bit. You can see it's a little bit low, so I'm going to grab this little black, I don't know if you see it very well, this little black arrow on the top, and I'm going to pull my design up and kind of seat it in there. Okay, so now it's sitting a lot higher. Okay, so for this next piece, you can see it says maker around the edges. Now you can grab this piece, I think it's here under number 2, and it's a text ring. But to save some time, I'm just going to actually copy this piece, and to copy this piece, I'm just going to click on it. You can pull it out if you want, and I'm going to click copy, duplicate up in the corner, and then I can just bring it over here and use it. Because this piece is actually a bit finicky getting it correct, and we just want to keep this tutorial fairly easy and direct. So you can click on that. You can change the font here obviously to whatever you want. You can say anything you like. It doesn't have to say maker, and you have some options here that you can play around with if you want to change it a little bit. Okay, once that is in and sort of located correctly on your model, we want to work on this next piece here. So we're going to work on that in the next video.